Probably seen the thumbnail image for this video, and you saw that those rackets, like a collection of rackets, have been smashed. So the question is very simple, and I'm going to put it right at the beginning, which is unusual for these questions. Have you ever smashed a racket in anger or frustration? One of my proudest moments, and I don't have the rackets here with me today, one of my proudest moments is when I had one of a Dunlop racket that I kept for so long that I actually scraped away the frame, and you could see the hollow, and inside you could put like little pieces of paper inside and have them rattling around. I scraped it away because it never broke and I never smashed it. And maybe rackets were stronger back then, I don't know. But honestly, I don't think I've ever smashed a racket in anger or frustration. I've probably thrown one on the ground, but I haven't smashed it. Now, you might see it in professional squash matches. It's possible, I don't know, but you do see it a lot more in tennis. I mean, there's often people well, not often, but maybe it happens and then it gets in the news. But in squash, I don't think it gets in the news very much. So, and it's probably a lot easier to break a squash racket than it is to break a tennis racket. And when you see those players on the tennis courts, they really smash it. And I think that's a terrible thing. I think that's a really bad image for squash, but it gets people in the news, and as some people say, there's no such thing as bad publicity. So maybe that's good. But have you ever done it? Have you ever seen anybody do it? I used to know this guy used to smack his racket against his head, which was, I don't think he ever broke one. Rackets, not his head. But that was pretty strange. So yeah, there we go. Simple question. Have you ever broken it in frustration or anger? Have you ever wanted to? Have you ever seen anybody? There we go. On the screen at the moment, somewhere up here, is a playlist of all of the other questions for you to look at. And probably down here somewhere is another video that YouTube thinks is a really good fit for you. And probably down here is a subscription button. If and only if you think my content is useful, please consider subscribing. And remember, do something every single day to improve your squash. See ya.